listen, guys, if God graces you with the opportunity to get a job where if your life is A&R, if your life is videos, movies, whatever, art, whatever, to change the world, to be in position. You know how many people I've seen in a position of power in this industry and never pulled the trigger once?
Yeah.
This is the president of, let's say, anything, Capitol Records, right? And the man don't sign nobody in 3 years or 4 years or make no moves. Like when you coming up in the game as an executive, right? You finally get in position and then you get gun shy. They get scared to make certain moves. You could be the hottest artist in the world and they scared to pull the trigger. Do me a favor. If you ever get to a place of that importance or excellence, what are you scared of? If you the A&R and the girl's popping, make her land at her show in a pink helicopter. Blow the bag. Invest in yourself.
Blow the bag.
Blow the bag. Invest in yourself.
This the only game for real?
Huh?
This the only game where they don't believe in you until you prove yourself. And then you supposed to do business with these same niggas that didn't believe in me. I don't get this shit.
Yeah.
I'd be like, fuck these niggas for real.
Then they get in the middle of your album and say it like this, or use some. Did you see that producer?
Yeah.
They start fucking with your shit like they're somebody, like they did something.
We're not even gonna get to that.
Like they the culture. I'm just telling you, in the normal rap game, that's what they do. All of a sudden, somebody want to tell you, we'll talk about something uncomfortable, right? Really uncomfortable. But for all the shit Kanye West was saying and all that, and I don't agree with hate or nothing like that, the one part I heard in his one rant that made him like, he said, I'm making this company hundreds of $1 billion, and they got a guy that makes 60,000 a year trying to tell me what to do. So A&R, so y'all can understand how wild this sounds to y'all. Some artist is getting 150,000 a show on the regular, coming up in there, and you a $5 dude trying to tell me what the fuck to do. We not seeing life the same way. We not in the same lane. We don't look at life the same way. So how you gonna tell me what beat I should rhyme on? What should I say? What shouldn't I say? And that's where that whole shit come. And then in our time, and I seen somebody say, sometimes I really respect what he say, but he said that the A&R should be a superstar because they'll get, bro, rappers are rappers. They're the superstars. They're the artists. When you got dudes in the record company thinking that they got to be bigger than the artists, like probably pop more bottles than the artists and go up in there and act like they somebody and all that. Yo, bro, just get the job done. At the end of the day, the success, your success speaks for you.
Yeah.
Your success speaks for you. The more successful you are, the more revenge you get, the more, you know what I'm saying? And so people don't know how to not get in their own way. And they just got too much to say.
Yeah.
I guess that's what's going on, man.
I'm sad. Just made me sad.
No, I'm keeping it real. It's we all dealt with that.
The game is over. This is one of the most discouraging games. Yeah, no, that's a fact. You know what I mean? Because where we come from, if the money ain't right, it's hands and feet. You can't do that here. That makes you more steaming because now it's like somebody that I know in real life would never be able to do this to me is sitting behind this desk telling me what the fuck to do. Well, I want to grab his throat and I can't. And then that causes some other shit.
Man.
But it makes you strong. The game nasty, man. The game is filthy.
Let me tell you something. I got a story for you.
Another one?
Nah, this a big one. You don't want me to tell you?
Yeah, what I'm just saying.
I'm dropping gems right now.
That's what I'm here for. Yeah.
This Stove Guard 101. But I'm just telling you what happened to me.
Yeah.
Right? So one day I'm in my 2-3 lawyers ago and shit. I'm in the office. He used to be Pharrell's lawyer. He used to be Ludacris's lawyer. The Roots. Anybody who was big was with him.
Yeah.
So I walk up in the lawyer's office and they popping champagne. And Ludacris tells me, yo, I just signed this deal for like $2 million because, believe it or not, I know you younger than us. There was a time ringtones ain't exist.
Yeah.
So if your phone rang, it was just a ring. So they invented the ringtone. But the contracts in all of the record labels did not have that in the writing because it did not exist. Like AI wasn't like it was 5 years ago now. So in the contracts, they fucked up. They didn't have ownership of your ringtone. Ludacris understood that. As fucking smart as he is. I just seen him on a yacht jogging on a treadmill in a fucking Costa Rica somewhere. He's jogging on, but
Kevin Hart. He's really smart on the yacht.
He tells me, yo, Joe, there's this thing. He breaks it down to me. Yo, Joe's a thing named ringtones. I just got 2 million, this, that. Cool. I go to Atlantic Records. I'm going to say the name. I go to Atlantic Records where I was signed, and I'm supposed to do press or some shit like that. Mm-hmm. So some girl comes down. She's the assistant to the president. Should I say his name or I could get sued?
You already said it. Oh, yeah. You don't have to say it. You said Atlantic. Just leave it at that.
So the boss sends the assistant down. And she says, yo, the man upstairs says sign right here. I said, I'm not thinking nothing of it. I said, yo, tell him Mandy. You know, he know my lawyer. Yeah. Just send it to him, no problem. They never, ever in their life ever did any type of legal work with me and not go to the lawyer.
Yeah.
Never in the history, but I don't know. I ain't thinking about it. So he comes back down. They come back down. He comes down. He got 1,000 workers. So everybody's scared of their job. So he comes down and says, yo, Joe, you know, there's some shit that we need you to sign. There's a thing called ringtones and we own it and this and that. I said, my man, suck my dick. The whole office looked at me like, huh? Everybody was looking. I said, you can suck my dick, my nigga.
Frankston?
Yo, bro, the man, listen, you just said right now, you started this whole story. You just said,
you was talking for the last 3 hours. I didn't say shit.
You said, there's guys that will play behind the desk, the games that they'll get hung for on the streets.
Yeah, that's true.
If they did this, they'd be dead.
That's a fact.
This guy just told me, hey, there's something called ringtones who I got love for, Ludacris. I just got 2 million. They was popping champagne 20 minutes before I get in there. The dude trying to scam me into sign my rights away for something I know this man just got 2 million.
Mm-hmm.
I got no choice but to tell him to suck my dick in front of his whole workers. Everybody get the fuck up out of here before you get a foot up your ass, nigga. Fuck out of here. The whole office is looking like, oh my God. Shit look like, like the Wild Wild West. They ready to sweat. They ready to snatch their wigs, hats, everything, every motherfucker, right? But listen, he go up. Then Leo Cohen comes down, who's the chairman of Warner Brothers. Yo, Joe, we feel like this is the right of the label and this. And he even told me some shit. And I ain't trying to throw you under the bus, Leo, because, you know, I got too much love and respect for everything you're actually not in this equation. But Leo says, yo, I met with all the enemies, Republican, Democrat, Independent. We all met and we all agree that we own these ringtones. So we're going to do this to all the artists and change all the contracts. I said, Leo, I have so much respect for you, brother. But you know, I just left my lawyer's office and Ludacris just did a $2 million deal. This what you asking me to do. You're like trying to scam me out of my rights. He said, well, if you don't sign it, you know, the bottom line at the end of the day, I stuck them niggas up for M's. and they made me sign a contract that said, don't tell no other artist. We gave you the money. But I was like, yo, I need M's. I need you're not doing that to me. So they made me sign a paper and I guess I couldn't get sued. I mean, I guess what I signed was an NDA or something 20-something years ago that said, yo, Joe, Don't tell nobody.
I knew y'all stole my shit.
Oh no, they stole your shit. I think all artists can go back in time after this gem, Stove God 101, and look up did they have the rights to your shit back then.
You're gonna get one of them bust over the head. You're gonna get one of the executives bust over the head for that. Because I don't take that. You know, I play with refrigerators and sinks and all. I play with kitchen. We got stove guard cooks here. I play with kitchen appliances, microwaves, and shit like that, man.
Oh, the shit.
Air fryers and all that off the roof.
Yo, air fryers make a mean chicken wing. Yo, air fryers make a mean chicken. You would never believe the air fryer makes some wings and better than the fucking ghetto Chinese. I'm telling you.
Yo, check this out. But right before y'all was about to release the album, something happened with Def Jam, and y'all got up out of it.
Yeah.
How serious it is to be able to do what you want to do, and ownership and the bullshit and the politics of the business, that after being in something so long, you still have to go through the bullshit.
The politics and the business never stops.
Never.
I think that's the rule. I think that's the biggest takeaway from us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We ain't been out in 15 years and
it's still the same thing.
Yeah,
Same
still
shit.
the same
That's the most
thing.
discouraging.
Yeah.
For anybody with some type of business mind, you can love rap. Like, we love it, be passionate about it, but it's something with the business side that always discourages you and make you just want to do other things sometimes.
Basically, we had the album, put the album together, so on and so forth. And, you know, we turned it in, and we turned it in with the Kendrick verse.
Mm-hmm.
And they didn't want to put it out. Basically, they didn't, what I feel like, they didn't like the optics while they were going through their lawsuit of, you know, the clips, Kendrick together on a song, you know, coming out under UMG with the lawsuit they got going on, so on and so forth. So, ended up having a...
Basically, y'all got caught in the 211 triple cross that had nothing to do with it.
Basically, yeah. Because, it wasn't even on that type of time.
It happens all the time. It still happens to me.
All right, let him finish, man.
Yeah. So, and we ended up having to buy our way out of the situation.
Mm-hmm.
It gets a little tricky because we had a one album deal. Mm-hmm. The Clips did. And then, I was signed there as well. So you couldn't just, the Clips couldn't just leave without me. You know what I'm saying? And so we had to figure it out, and here we are. Rock Nation.
You was in a position to buy yourself out.
Shout out to Hov, man.
Definitely shout out to Hov, man.
Rock Nation,
for sure. Yeah, man, just it's whatever, man. We roll with the punches, bro. Like
that's what we do. That's what we know where we from. We know what we do.
Yeah, and always got the faith in the music, man. The faith is always in the music.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we always know that shit gonna be right. So that's, you know what I'm saying? That's what we believe in.
Right.
Definitely. I got a tour coming up. I think I seen.
August 3rd.
August 3rd, man.
August,
September 10th. Woo. 25 dates of just back to back, man. They sent me a tour bus the other day. I'm like, whoa. like what?
When the last time you seen one of those?
This shit's
so good to live life when you don't need the bus,
like,
right?
Man,
we used to live on a bus. Now it's like a bus.
The bus. They sent me the bus. They sent us two buses. You got a suite, and ride with all these people. I'm like, how you know I wouldn't want to be around all these people?
Yeah, I turned down tours, man. My knees ain't the same as my ankles, man. I be like, what? 2 months? Keep that. I don't think I could do it. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. I work on the week. Right now, I'm gone. Like, I go every weekend, but to do the tour thing every day, bringing the noise every day, every city. I haven't done that in a long time, B. I don't know if I want that opportunity. I'm keeping it real.
Amen.
Well, for us, I guess with us just being away for so long, it's like it's the highlight to get back in front of the fans. You know what I'm saying? So we'll sacrifice that. We'll suffer
they're
that.
waiting for you too. Now too.
I love it.
Yeah.
Opposed to what I love it. I love it.
What's up. Well, we
I
ready
never get
for it.
tired of
Listen, I go see Kiss every
You
time
also
he in
do
off,
pull-ups
man.
with one finger, bro.
I ain't that
You not built like
Knock it off. I'm
Tyson
just trying to
Fury.
live, man. You know, in this time and era, there's a lot of young dudes that look older than everybody on this couch.
Yeah.
From the
Yeah, that's
whatever they put in
that's
their
a fact.
body,
We also
whatever they
gotta
indulge
understand
in.
whether we all don't want to take the role model stance, but we are. And
Yeah.
so, you know, guys prior to us, you know, they fucked up with drugs and all type of shit like that. And it was really hard. We've always loved them for the integrity of the music and what they played for the game. But these young kids, they looking at us. There's a young kid right now popping 25 or something who's probably looking at this shit like, yo, my OGs look good, bro. That means I could look right. I could be right in the future. I could do right. And that's a moral obligation that we don't accept, but we really do accept.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know,
No, for
right.
sure.
and I can see that
We
in y'all
do.
when y'all
We
be like,
do.
yo, we pushing forward
Yeah.
the right way so the young brothers and sisters
Absolutely.
see us
Yeah.
and know they could get to the promised land.
I got a 5-year-old too, man. So I gotta be.
Yeah, you gotta be in shape
Yeah, I
to
gotta
chase
be-
it. He
Yeah,
get
for
loose
sure.
from you in the park,
Yeah.
and you can't breathe. He can get out of there on you.
Gotta
little man.
chase him.
But yeah, man.
Yeah.
How y'all feeling about the album? What's the? I see y'all at an event. You had to play it for the DJs. Play a couple sessions.
I
How
love
did
it,
it go?
man.
How was the
Yeah.
reception?
Like Pusha said, man, the faith is in the music.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? It's what we believe in. Once we deliver exactly what it is we want to do, when it sounds exactly the way we want it to sound, you know, we don't think about nothing else. We delivered our part and release it and just, you know, see the acceptance, however it comes. Yeah.
It's gonna be
I think the
receptive.
biggest part of a
Yeah.
fan, like with me, a biggest part of a fan is like, yo, what the Clips are thinking in 2025, like what they talking about 2025. You know, something, well, I don't know if you know, but something you get criticized for is talking that heavy weight
Yeah.
2025, right?
Yeah.
So I got guys that be like, your man be talking. I'll be like, yo, I love
but
this
Let
shit.
me chime in on that. The beautiful thing of coming from where we come from and talking the talk we talk is the challenge is how could he say what he want to say now after having success, having money, getting married, being a family man, still active, still doing his thing. And when you nice, that's the only challenge. Everybody that keeps saying he's saying the same thing, even fucking listening right.
Right.
And they just need something to say because they got a keyboard.
I'll be
with a
honest.
And
sit
not only
button.
that, what is everybody else saying?
Yeah,
What is
no,
everybody
yeah.
else saying?
I agree with you 1,000,000%. I just came off a vacation, San Tropez. I was writing on the plane, and it just immediately speaks violence. I just don't know. I'm in the nicest place, cobblestone. Shit is beautiful. I jump
Blowing
on the
niggas' heads
plane.
off.
I got 8 hours, and I'm like, when I blow the head off, when I hit, I'm just. It's like I don't know if people understand. Maybe it's my therapy. Maybe that's what I do. What is it for you?
You know what I liken it to? I liken it to, just having a, first of all, rap has always come from a very real place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
For real rap, for people that can rap and
it comes from a very real place. So with that being said, and being in it, 23 years, I feel like at this point I liken it to only like somebody who loves mob movies. Or a person, you know what I'm saying? A person that's what they choose to. Like, I don't watch horror. I watch A&E. It's scarier. I believe it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I liken my music to that as well. I don't know, man. Listen, you can't please everybody. But listen, 23 years in this, I'm not trying to please nobody, but myself. Like that's what I care about. Like, I know that my taste, my ear, and what it is that I want to hear, that resonates with a certain type of person. That's the type of person I want to talk to. That's the person I like. Person, you know what I'm saying? That I know the person who says that, like who says like, oh, you know, he talked that heavy this and that. Like, man, I'm sure I don't even gel with you anyway.
We don't even like you.
I know I don't like you. I'm positive I don't like you.
We don't like you. Like you're not even my type of dude.
You not, man. So I just, I take it with a grain of salt, but more importantly, I know who my fan is. I don't even call them fans, I call them family. I know who my family is. Like, I know who I'm talking to.
Yo, Jada Joe. Good looking on the podcast. Y'all doing great. Real quick question, though. Top 5 beats y'all ever hopped on? Or top 10 beats y'all ever hopped on? Or top 10 beats of all time? I'd rather hear y'all top 10. I might get exposed to some new shit. But yeah, good looking. And keep it up, guys. 1.
Good looking.
Whoever that was, we're going to save that one and talk about it we got to think about it, and then we're going to use it for one of your damn things you like to do. But we're not going to do 10. We're going to do 5.
Okay.
That you rapped on. Or that you rapped on and that I rapped on.
Now. My shit, Bring It On. I think the Alchemist did that. Boom, bam, ba-down. Then My Lifestyle, Buck Wild. Right? And Definition of a Dawn, that's the Alchemist again. Primo, Thank God for That White. And it's always, for me, my favorite song I ever did in my life is the collaboration with Pun, Deep Cover. You know what I'm saying? So those are my favorite 5 beats I ever rapped to.
I thought he was going to keep going like he usually do.
No.
Oh, shit. See, this ain't really bad. This ain't really hard because I don't got to think. I can just say anything I want. All for the Love, which is Swiss.
Wow.
All for the Love is Swiss's first placement in before Stop Drop. People don't know that. First Locks album, my solo song, All for the Love, that's Swiss Beats' first beat in the world that got placed on the album. First placement. Bam. We gonna make it, Alchemist. You know what I mean?
Alchemist did We Gonna Make It?
Benjamin's D. Derek Angeletti. I mean, why? Shout out to my man Havoc from Mobb Deep. You know what I mean?
Havoc did why?
Yeah. And Recognize Primo. I love you. Next question, please. MOP style.
Yo, Jada, in the One Take Cypher Red Bull freestyle, what's that hoodie you're wearing, that pink one? The dude's on it. That shit's fly as fuck. I need to know where to cop that.
Got that from downtown from this. Shout out to Millie's. Millie's plugged me with his man Danny. And it's a new store downtown that I get all the info. I'll get it to you, my brother. You can actually have the hoodie that I had on. I can't wear it again, too. You can actually get that actual one I wore. Just DM me or do something, you know what I mean? Hit us up somehow on the show, and I'll give you the actual hoodie from the Red Bull.
Guys hitting you up.
Only got one of the hoodies, so it's only one.
I mean, forget about it.
We got his name and all that. Yeah, we got his name. I got you. Yeah, right. He gonna get that.
Next question, Joe and Jada.
Hey, Joe and Jada, what's good, man? This is David, originally from Queens, New York, but I live in Houston now. Been listening to you guys since I was about 13, 14 years old, so it's amazing to see you guys together. That's so entertaining. The one question I ask is there ever been an artist or artists that you guys ever want to collaborate with, but just never had the opportunity to? And if you couldn't, like, what was the reason, or is it just because, they might have passed away or whatever like that? What's the one dream collaboration you guys ever wanted to do?
Andre 3 Stacks and Stevie Wonder for me.
I said Dr. Dre, but, he took it a little different because he said people ain't here no more. If I could ever get
Luda.
just some Luda or some MJ
Well, I get
in the
some
background.
MJ ad-libs.
Just some hee. You know, that's the ultimate collab for me. Next question.
Yo, Kiss, yo, Joe, what's going on? Dre from Mass. Joe, I had a quick question. What was it like to see Jada on stage with Dipset versus the Lox? When he put on that freestyle and he said, "This is what I do," what was going through your brain and what did you think of Jada after that? I love the show. Y'all keep going. Massachusetts, stand up. We love y'all. Peace.
And thanks for the question.
Is that before COVID or after? Did you know you caught COVID in there?
No, I did catch COVID in there.
Yeah,
for the first time.
That's ill.
But the craziest shit is
he sacrificed his life. He came to check me out.
Nah, I was torn, right, between both of y'all. I thought y'all were gonna win, but Dipset ain't nothing to smile at. You know what I mean? So I think they could have did a lot better if they would have sequenced it right.
Facts.
But I was in there and I didn't want to see me cheering for them. I didn't want them to see me cheering for you. I was in a fucked up position, right? So I'm sitting there like that. I'm like, what you said, Jada?
Should have wore a wig.
Should have wore a wig. I should have.
Came into the sky.
I'm up. I had the little thing, and then they threw on the Welcome to New York City. They threw up the Home of 9/11.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, that fucked me up. I forgot all about New York. I was like, oh my God, they doing this. And then when y'all dropped that boom, 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 I couldn't even hide my colors. Like I was like, yo, you see that video when you talking all that shit, then the camera goes to me, and I'm like, like I did. At that point, if it wasn't Dipset, I definitely would have jumped up on that ring and try to do New York with you right there at that verses. The shit was crazy because I'm not going to diss my guys too. But that's one of the most epic 20th century hip hop moments. You know, we heard of shit back in the day like Kumo D, Busy B. We heard of, you know, KRS-One throwing PM Dawn off the stage. We heard of these legendary times, but in our generation, that right there was, it was just incredible. It was like the Beatles coming to America, some wild shit like that. It was like, because, you know, you see the Beatles come to America, you see them girls at the fucking airport by the millions, like they couldn't believe they was coming. That's how it felt that night. It felt like it was some shit we had never witnessed before. You know, Michael Buffer came out.
Yeah.
In this corner from Harlem, New York. That shit was crazy, yo. That whole night was just perfection. It was just perfection.
It's a win for hip-hop. Next question, please.
Hey, this is Nate. Joe and Jada, you guys are legends in hip-hop. I have individual playlists of both of you guys, and I really appreciate your contribution to hip-hop. With that stated, is there a feature on an artist's song that was supremely impactful in your lives? Also, is there a feature from an artist that you wanted to get but never had the chance to get?
The feature that impacted my life a lot was AZ on Nas's Illmatic. I never heard nobody flow like that so smoothly. Changed our life. And I've always wanted, you know, he's happy with his career and everything, but I really thought AZ was going to be like a Nas, a Jay-Z, you know, on that super level. But if we talking features, that's the one that stands out the most to me. If I could pick two, all right. I'm not going to pick two.
Me, it had to be Nas, Live at the Barbecue. That fucked us up when we heard that. It was like it was incredibly incredible for some young, the whole song was incredible, but Nas's verse was just crazy. You know what I mean? for me.
At the age of 12, I went to hell for snuff for Jesus. We never even heard shit
Nobody
like
say
that.
nothing even remotely close to
that shit was like, hello. You know, that shit was like somebody's coming. There you go. We got Nas in both those.
It's crazy. What's up with that conversation you had with Pusha?
Beautiful.
See, there you go.
I want to hear about it.
Beautiful.
I want to know what's going on.
You know, I come from a universal man speaking language, right? Which if I say to you, Kiss, yo, Giant don't call me back. The minute you're supposed to see Giant, you're supposed to say, yo, Giant, why don't you call him back? But if I say to Kiss, yo, between me and you, or off the record, Giant don't call me back. The minute you see Giant, you gotta close your mouth. But I brought up that conversation. This is from 4 o'clock in the morning to 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm the sharpest you can ever speak to. I'm the sharpest. Like I'm up in the morning, I'm doing push-ups, I'm running, I'm trying to get my life together. Like I'm sharp. He calls me 6 o'clock in the morning. So I remember this conversation to the T. To the T. And he called me and it was the first time I ever seen Pusha all these years, like kind of have emotions. Like he was like, yo, how our boy did that? So in case you don't know what I'm talking about, Pharrell picked, he said both on Drink Quick Time with Slime, Drake or Pusha T. He said both. Pusha called me and was like, yo, it was the first time I ever heard Pusha like raise his voice. He was like, yo, you think 40 from OVO would have said the same? And I'm just sitting there. So when I bring up this conversation with Pusha, I'm bringing this up in honor. I'm like, yo, that was honorable that he shared that with me. I wasn't trying to. So what I'm trying to say is when that conversation happened, later on in that conversation, there was things that I brought up. And I said, this is off the record. This is off the record, or this is between me and you. Mm-hmm. Because let's talk about what we're talking about. Pusha, who is famous, called Nori, who is famous, about a producer, Pharrell, who is arguably more famous than both of us, right? About a conversation with one of the most famous people on the planet, Drake. And this all happened on Drink Champs. So I assumed that this part of the conversation wasn't off the record because we later on addressed that and said, like I said, I'm sharp from 3 to 2 p.m. I'm the sharpest in the world. I remember this shit verbatim. He never said that. So if I blew that up as a man, my bad. If I blew that up. But I didn't think I did. Like at the end of the day, no matter what, you're media now. I got to tell you that. Joe, hold on. Off the record. Like I just told you about the Smoke Champ shit. You see how you just use that on me?
I ain't see that on you.
What the fuck? That was some personal shit. You see some...
Oh, man. I knew it was something weird.
No, that was hard. That was hard. He did his job. He did his job. That's exactly what he's supposed to do.
I'm trying to get this guy to 100 million.
Yeah.
I never seen a guy I'm trying to get to 100 million.
No, you
crucify me on every show.
No, you're doing your job.
That's how we gonna get the 100.
You're doing your job.
I'm Smoke Tramp, Drink Champ. I'm trying to do all this before.
So hold on, let me finish. So with Pusha, Malice, you know, I knew him since they called him Terrence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's Malice Terror. This is my family. So, you know, they laughed it off. You know what I'm saying? So I sent him a text like, you know I'm coming back. You know what I'm saying? Like that type of shit. But let me make this clear. That's my family. They got the best album right now. I'm still working out to it. I was offended that he said I clout chased. When he said, you know, it's album time. You know, everyone wants to clickbait. I just want to address that part. That part, I don't need clickbait. They come every month. My work is good. It speaks for itself. Oof. It speaks for itself. I don't have to clickbait. So that part I want to address. But other than that, if I, in any way, shape, form, or fashion, blew up something that I wasn't supposed to blow up, as a man, I apologize. That's real. I'm a real one. But I don't think I did.
Now, I can say to the 2 people that still believe I'm not Cap, anybody who thinks I'm real,
there's only 2.
I've had 2. I'm fucked up. I'm so Cap a lot now. Captain Crunch.
Nah, you should be Captain
Cap with
That's
broken legs. I'm like, they fucking me up. You're not catching this shit. You are not catching
I'm catching everything.
And you represent the fucking the Caps.
Yeah.
Every time you do like this, they're like, yeah, Jada got our back. He know Joe capping. This nigga lying again. This, but for the two people, the 1% of America. I've had so many deep conversations with Nori that you can't even believe. Yeah, he has never repeated.
I've never repeated.
I have to say with Nori.
Thank you.
So what I can say is, if he knew he couldn't say that, he wouldn't do that. You know, that's that.
And by the
I've
way,
had too many conversations.
It's a dope conversation. I want to say what else. Like this was.
Can we say what else?
You gotta definitely not. Listen.
Yo, Nori, we end it. Now's the time.
Every time we try to fix something, try to rip it back out.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yo, listen. Now's the time.
Yeah.
To really get this over with one shot.
I mean,
that's what he did.
What's your say?
Yeah. We've had
Illuminati
conversations in 20 years. In 20 years. This is our deep conversation. Like sometimes you don't realize the relationship you have with a person, how long you know with a person. Like I was in grinding. I was on grinding. I was on the remix and I'm in the video. Like you said, lean back. So it's like, if it's a misunderstanding, I get it. And I get why he didn't call me first, because what I did was publicly. So he had to respond publicly. So that's why I'm responding publicly. But it's all love. But at the end of the day, that's not who I'm not a person who chases clout. I'm a person who has integrity. I'm a person who has integrity. I have morals, and I'm very, very creative. I'm too creative to bite anybody else's stick. I've always been my own style. I've always stayed in my own lane because it's never been traffic there.
But Nori, let me ask you,
understand?
Why you always say finger pop and keep your ass?
It was an episode that you was on, man.
Talking about.
I'm trying to think. He's like, yo, you finger pop? You just this, that? He won't do that because he loved it. He already told me. He said, you break up with your wife, she's still going to be my sister. It's the only nigga in America ever told me that. Because, we the type, you break up, we don't know you.
Clip everything, yeah.
Yeah, this guy here, he already signed a petition like, yo, you're not getting rid of my sister. If you do, she's still family. That's horrible.
Oh, that's hard.
I know, but it's horrible because she got a little, at least Nori would be my friend. We turn the lights off, we turn the shit off. New life. Enjoy your new life. If you made it,
let me tell you something.
If you got with a golfer, good for you. If you just this life, this is a different hit. You understand? Now walk up in there, front row, the lights is on you and all that. Good luck.
Not only have I survived this space,
that's right,
but I've been innovative. I've been innovative. I've been innovative. When people were chasing other people, I went and I messed with a kid from Virginia. No one was messing with kids from Virginia.
Man,
this guy is still to this day. When they was calling him D's nephew, I was the only one outside of the Rough Riders who worked with him. Scott Storch, yes, you made him famous. But who gave him that first beat when he came out here? Reggaeton. Y'all both laughed at me. Y'all both apologized, so I take y'all forgiveness. But look at Bad Bunny right now. This nigga got a fucking concert for 6 months.
We booked our tickets.
Holy moly guacamole.
No, we booked our tickets.
You telling me that exists without Oye Mikanda, without me? What I did? Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, I you know what I'm saying? But Busta Rhymes told me the other day, he said, yo, man, I don't like you still being humble. I'm a humble guy. But I know my accolades, though. I know what I did. I know my numbers. I know what I put up on the board.
Very aggressive, Busta Rhymes.
I know what I put up on the board. So you know what? If I'm finally bigging up myself. Hold on. So if I finally bigging up myself, now is when I'm humble all these years, nobody got nothing to say. Oh, he's humble, Nori. He's chill. Now I say, you know what? We put our foot in this game. And I'm not taking away from others. So I'm sorry if I said it that way and people got offended. That's not what I meant. I meant, remember the era? DMX, Jay and Ja. This is what that's us 3 years. It doesn't mean that Nas doesn't exist. It doesn't mean that, what I'm saying, Rough Riders don't exist.
Wrong.
So that's all.
How you feel.
Yeah, I felt good. Yeah. I felt good about that.
I got to address it. Okay? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you could explain how you feel about this shit.
Yeah.
You were spitting. And they never really gave you credit for your lyrics and spitting. They look at you as you so big.
21 million albums.
Yeah,
Somebody give him credit for something.
No. I'm just saying, as an MC, as a spitter, he was spitting.
I take the bag.
You listen to his shit, he was spitting, and they never really gave you credit lyrically.
But you know what? It always felt a little different because I try to find my place in everything in life.
You
find my place. You see what I'm saying? It don't matter what I'm in, find my place. And I hate to tell people to stay in their place because I don't want it to be like you can't grow. But if I find my place, I'm gonna stay in my place. You know what I mean? And I found my place. And it's not about, I tell you, give me my bag now. Bring my flowers to the grave. I don't give a shit about none of that because flowers die. You know what I'm saying? I need my bag now. So if you bring me my shit now, I'll worry about everything else. I ain't never really worried about credit because all the people that I fuck with. Like just knowing that y'all good people, we good people. Knowing I got this woman right here and everything else underneath the table, I ain't worried about it. On the surface, like this man said, 21 million, but that was in 2 albums. They ain't even count the rest of the albums.
They ain't count the country song and all that
Right.
shit. You was country before country.
2003. And
What's that song with the country song?
Tim McGraw, over and over.
Over and over again is one of my favorite songs too.
Yeah. And that was in 03, 04. And Universal told me I was crazy. I was coming off of Nellyville. They had just cut me a $13 million check. And I said, yo, I want to do a country song. They passed the fuck out. Why? You coming off of Nellyville. You just had Dilemma, Hot in Here. Now you want to do country. Yes, because I'm lining up my avenues. I know if I land all of these different avenues, doors are going to start closing. And if this door is closed, this door is open. If this door is closed, this door is open. I got all those #1 singles and they all on every different format. Country, rhythmic, top
I love
40,
that.
R&B.
But when you heard Nelly, I want you. Nelly, I need you. Nelly, I want you. What you thinking?
Listen.
Nah, that was a little before my time. You know what I'm saying? That was, when did Dilemma come out? When did Dilemma come out?
Track is crazy.
Yeah, that was before my time.
Before.
So
you was just watching the video like, oh, I need this guy. This guy. And what's the story with, because I want the real story because I've never heard you explain this, right? The Fabulous record. I hear it every day of my life with Tamir. If there's one record I hear every single day of my life, whether maybe I listen to the old school stations, I don't know, but the joint with Tamir, I can't escape that.
So into you?
Right.
But what happened with you?
This is what happened. Me and Fab did the record, right?
Oh, so you did it first with him?
No, yes. I did it first with him. They got the clearance, I'm assuming, from Tamia to redo it because it was originally her song. So Into You was her song. So he asked me to do the hook. We went and did the hook. He wanted to shoot a video. I don't mean to talk about the past, but
Everything want to clear.
He didn't want to clear. He did not want to clear me being in the video. So they was like, yo, what sense does it make to go with this single and we can't shoot a video? Right. So they went back to Tamia and asked if she would do the video. And then they put 2 versions out. So mine was on the radio and then they had...
Sis, I go all around the world with you and I watch you perform that record and I said, this must have been her record. Because you ain't singing nobody else's records and you sing that song so passionate on tour.
Thank you.
And I be like, did they steal this shit from her? Like, did she write this shit? Like, I knew there was a story behind this one record. Because you do it in every show. And I'm like, I tell Lorena too, I was like, yo, man, I think Ashanti, that was her record. They took it from her. You know, I seen some crazy shit about, what's the J-Lo? I just seen it. It's one of them internet where you say, Joe, stop.
God.
But it was one of them. So you're gonna see me on my own.
Love don't cross a thing. Even if you bro, my love.
It was Shantae Moore's record.
Oh.
And Rodney Jerkins produced it for her, but he told her to make it the #1, the first single. She didn't go with it at the first single, and he gave it to J-Lo. J-Lo took off with that shit.
Ooh, wow.
Lord have mercy.
That's like them stories.
Yeah. That's almost like Always on Time. You know that Brandy was supposed to do that. Yeah. Brandy was supposed to do it. I happened to be in the studio. Put Ashanti on there and see what happens.
Ashanti always sounds good at that point. Because you know J-Lo was supposed to be What's Love.
Yes, I remember when you told me that. That was back in like, we was on not a Zoom, Ustream, we was on something, and I didn't know that. Remember, we were talking.
No, it's the truth.
I didn't know that.
First of all, let's just say rest in peace, Irv.
You know, I was supposed to be on We Are the World.
Who took the record, Jada? Who took your spot?
I was supposed to do Bruce Springsteen part. You know, they called Bruce. Man.
I'm telling you.
It was a toss-up. They took Bruce, though.
I'm telling you what happened, right? So I get to they call me, Irv Gotti and Ja Rule, 3 a.m. I go to the studio. This studio was out of my pay grade too. It was one of them big shits with the big, like the Hit Factory, the speaker, like
big ass SL boards.
I've been recording in bummy studios my whole life. I get up in there like this, so they press the thing, and it's then what's love? Right, she's on it. And he's like, the Latino connection. You and your sister J-Lo. This will be life-changing. He's selling me all this shit. And I'm like, yo, but what's up with the girl on the, she sounds perfection. So I be having this thing called like demoitis. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Don't play with it. Don't change the shit.
Yeah. Don't just like that.
Leave it like
Mix
that.
it like that.
Know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna lie. We did Lean Back, Scott Storch sent a mix, and he added bells to it and all shit. I was like, oh no! I want the demo.
What is that?
Like, I don't, if it's
That's
a
a
hit,
real
it's a
thing.
hit.
No,
Demoitis is
So
a
I
real thing.
said we leave her, and it was the best call.
Demoitis is fire, because I've been at it. I didn't have a name for it.
No, what it is you know what you're doing. And
You
when
like it the way you like it.
This is a hit.
But is it any worse feeling in the world than when they send it back and it sounds nothing
like the original?
I'm not gonna say the Lean Back sounded nothing like the original. He just added like cowbells and shit, and I was like, yo, bro.
You know, knock yourself out. The one that the world here ain't the one that I went to Virginia and sat with Pharrell and did.
He changed the beat.
The whole shit.
Oh yeah, no.
Rest in peace. Not. It's the whole. I know about post production. This was. I rhymed on the whole.
It's like it's a whole nother song.
I was mad as hell. Man. Ice Pick, rest in peace. Shout out to Pharrell.
Yeah.
They like trust me. I'm like, no. Trust me. This is not. It's a whole nother. And it still came.
It hit.
A lot of times you gotta go with your gut, but sometimes it pays to
not too
to
many
hear somebody
times
out though
switch
too.
up or work.
Well, it depends on it depends on who it is, because
you could trust
some
Pharrell,
people.
though.
Yeah,
You
some
know
people.
Pharrell.
Some people they know what they doing. You know what I mean? But a lot of times, you got to go with your gut. I had things switched up again. Shit, my first single, Country Grammar. Again, I never heard the radio version. Never heard boom, boom, The chorus was going down, down, street sweep, going down, down, yo street in a Range Rover, street sweeper, cocked, ready to let it go. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa, what? Listen to it, pow. Light it up and take a puff. Pass it to me now. Never in my life heard boom, boom, down, down, baby, yo street in a Range Rover, boom, boom, ready to let it go.
That's the clean.
Never heard it. I cried.
Where the words at?
They are trying to ruin me. I knew it. And I ain't gonna even lie. Boy, listen, I blamed it on New York. See, they don't know country music. I swear to God.
Tell me some of the things you're doing right now. Some of the things.
Look at Joe turning into a real journalist.
No, I'm not
Ladies and gentlemen, meet Joe the journalist.
I'm kind of excited. I just brought a major facility in the Bronx where I'm doing an incredible content space, and I'm opening the doors to some incredible content creators and influencers and streamers and gamers and things like that. It's also my office in there. It's a bit of a headquarters. I'll be setting up the Drip Report newsroom in there and things like that.
I like that. I ain't seen one in a while.
Yeah, I'm about
with
to get
the
back
leg
to stuff.
doing all this.
I'm gonna do
and
everything myself now. It's a beautiful thing. So I'm gonna be running a lot of TV shows out of there. Got like 2 podcasts set up in there, studio. It's a beautiful thing. You know what I mean? So that's one of the things that I'm excited that I've been working on. The music is out right now. The album been doing pretty good. Thank you for everybody that's been supporting the album at the church steps. Shout out to all my artists that have been supporting me. Shout out to Dice Peso. The movie's about to drop. The movie will be out in the summer.
The movie. I wanted to be in the movie. I just ain't know how to tell you.
I ain't gonna lie.
I missed it.
I got 2 days of reshoots.
I'm doing it. I want to do it.
Let me catch
Make me a priest or something.
you heard him?
Yeah. No, I'm in. I'm in. I want to be in the movie. I believe in your creativity. I believe in your drive. And when I seen you shooting the movie, I didn't know how to tell you, yo, Jim, give me a little 5 minutes of fame. I want to be a little pastor. I want to be
I'm so mad I didn't catch on there because I'm broke.
Godfather of Harlem, how you?
You seen Slim Lou up in that shit? You know I say Frank Lucas life in that shit right there. I told him to hold up 1 second. That's Slim Lou. He was about to blow up in his shit. I distracted him. Car blew up. You know what I'm saying? But this movie, tell us about this movie. I love when you do that. I love everything you're saying right now, how you take matters into your own hands. I always get upset when I look at my career because, I discovered Big Pun, Remy Ma, DJ Khaled, Kool and Dre. I could tell you who I discovered. The one person I fumbled the bag with was Tony Sunshine. And he was incredible ahead of his time, and I kept waiting for the record label to do it. And now we know how to do it ourselves. And if this was years back, I would have been able to blow them up because we know what we're doing now. So I love that you said you create movies in your studio space, podcast this. I love that you taking matters into your own hand to push the future forward. That's a commendable thing right there. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, we got to do something for looking at these youngsters making money off these streams and all of these things. And, as businessmen, we got to learn how to diversify. And this is the direction that hip-hop and entertainment is going. So we got to be on top of everything. So I need a piece of that, too, is how I'm thinking. That's how I think across the board. Like, I'm not trying to get left in what was going on yesterday. I'm trying to be on what's going on tomorrow. And I know tomorrow never comes. That's why you got to be prepared for it. You know what I'm talking about?
I know exactly what you're talking about. I feel the same way. You preaching to the converted. You know what I'm saying?
We've been blessed, man. How about y'all? So I could say I honestly known both of y'all since 97. I could say it's since 97. And watching both of y'all just go crazy in the game from a fan perspective before I actually got to be in it and shit like that. And then seeing y'all just make so much money and just going. I remember watching you on MTV and you had like the drop top Bentley, black shit, I believe it was. And I was just like, I gotta get this bag. I don't know what the fuck is going on. And then Jada, the niggas used to always come to Harlem. They be with D. They got all type of cars on 2/5 and shit like that. I'm like, oh man, what the fuck? So how does it feel to know that you lived a life like this for so long? Like, you know what I mean? Like, would you trade it?
Nah, not at all. I wouldn't trade it.
Would you do it all over again? Would you change something?
I'd do it all over the same. If I could do it all over, I would just probably listen a little more and fix a little bit of, situations like Crack said. I had accounting situations where, they put lien on the accounts and shit fucked up and, you know what I mean? So little shit like that. But it was also learning lessons that never let it happen again, and you know what I mean, and get shit straight as you get older. But yeah, I would have did a little more lesson and listening and paid a little more attention to the business aspect of it at a young age instead of just being worrying about verses and rhymes and the wrong shit. But other than that, I would have did everything exactly the same.
What about you?
My favorite record right now is It's Not Enough. It's not enough. Like, I hear this shit, like when I hear It's Not Enough, I hear a different way. They got guns, but it's not enough. They got dudes, it's not enough. Like, that shit is cemented in my brain, right? And when you ask me, I say to yourself, it's not enough. And when you talk about finances, it's not enough. Success is not enough. Everything's not enough. I'm not fulfilled. My cup is not full. I don't feel cool, and I'm gonna be a man about this, that I came in the same game with guys and they got to the Billy and I didn't get to the Billy. And just like he's saying, I fucked up. I was in the club 7 days a week. 30 dudes buying 50 bottles every day, 50 steaks, Jimmy's Bronx Cafe. I wasted a lot of time. So when you ask me, sure, I'm grateful. Sure, I'm thankful to God that I'm in the position that we are. And people might look at it as like, yo, he's successful. It's not enough. And so I know you can relate to this because you just saying the same shit I'm saying in a different way. It's not enough. Like I want, and I'm not lying, guys. So maybe y'all can understand me a little bit more, because people get a little mad at me because they think I brag and I think I'm big shit. That's who I am, right? And so I want to be the fat guy painted in the picture 100 years from now, and great-grandchildren to be like, we're here because of Fat Joseph Carter Jr. 100 years ago, this man made $1 billion and left it to us in the trust, and we're still eating off this guy. I swear to God, that's what I want. And if everybody could do it, they do it. So it ain't attainable. I just realized I could have did it, but I was bullshitting a lot. So now when you see me, I'm on my business ventures on another level. Just all my shit is like, and life is lifing. You know, I'm projected to win. I'm telling you, I'm projected to win. Everything I'm telling you, I'm projected to go there. Like I'm on that. Like I know, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know, when a football player hang on to the back of the jersey, I'm on the back of the jersey. I got so many arrows pointed the right way, but it gotta happen. I want to know what it feel like when that level of success happens, where you could turn around and be like, that's it.
I guess we all have a different painting of success. I feel like my mistake was I depended on people to do things that I knew how to do on my own. That's from accounting to engineering to marketing to doing videos to doing movies. I learned that 20 years later. Like, yo, bro, all that shit you let people do and they fail for you and shit like that, you could have did on your own and been up. You heard? Cool. But being up is one thing. Making $1 billion is another thing. Yeah, we all would love to make $1 billion. From my perspective, money doesn't move me like people do. You know what I mean? So maybe I might not leave money here for generations to come, but I will leave a blueprint of what it would take for you to get to a bag. And I do know that my whole family and my bloodline gonna know this nigga was a dog. And if you follow what he did, God bless you, because you're gonna go somewhere that you didn't know you could go. You heard? And I think for me, that's worth more than any money that I could leave. And God bless me, I hope I leave all the money in the world. But I think that blueprint would be strong enough for my son to take with him and go crazy.
We got that. We got, my son is right outside. We got that where it's safe for me to say we grew up with not much. Mm-hmm. And then we want to make things better for our kids. Mm-hmm. And historically, when you look at successful people that come from nothing, because we protected our kids so much, they're not hustlers like us, or would want them to be hustlers. Do you find that in hip hop? Do you find that, or, you know, that's how I look at it. Just with everybody, I meet billionaires, I meet people who make money.
You're absolutely right, but if you have a son, your son vicariously gonna grow into who you are. You heard? So if your son knows you to be a hustler, guess what's gonna happen for your son when his back is against the wall and daddy ain't around no more. Everything he's seen daddy do and daddy teach him, he's gonna start to instill. He's not gonna sit there to be like a chump. You heard? Like I watch my son closely and just his mannerisms, how he move and things like that. And the rebellion, the rebel in him that he shows me and shit like that only shows that he's trying to show me, bro, I'm about to get on my shit. You know what I mean? Like some of the things that he do, like these kids ain't no chumps just because we raised them right, just because we covered them up, just because we wanted to have a better life in them, doesn't mean that they don't have that hustle in them. You know? They just have better chances and better odds at doing something way different than we ever had a chance to do.
I agree.
I love that answer. You know, I ain't gonna lie to you. I love that answer because we just want what's best for our kids. We want them to step up to the occasion. And I just think like parenting, right? Parenting ain't easy. Every kid is different.
Takes a village, man.
And they don't give us no instructions for parenting.
No fucking, that's what I'm trying to give them now. If you don't know where I've been going this whole interview, is I've been going about family and fighting through shit and going through this whole info. That's what I see in you. I see passion. I see drive. I see relentlessness. I see you working for your family. I see you working for your team. You putting guys on while you still trying to get to where you going.
And that's the thing. See, this game is smoke and mirrors. I don't want nobody to watch what I say. Watch what I do. Because in the midst of me talking shit, I'm still getting up, getting to the bag. I'm still working. I'm still going to the office. I'm still making sure everything has to be done under my roof for me to live and be successful out here. You know what I mean? Like, never forget that bottom line. I'm still doing all the things I need to do in the midst of this circus that y'all see going on. You know what I mean? Like,
and they see it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to tell you is if I see it, they see it.
But that's for anybody. Like a nigga told me one day, even if you don't got a job, you get up.
No, that's not mine.
You get up and go outside and act as if you got a job. Don't stay in no house. Go outside and hustle. Go outside and find something. Go outside and do something, bro.
Get your ass up.